everyone, and welcome to day 10 of Eat, Shrink and Be Merry in Lockdown. Today we're going to talk about how to speed up a healthy mindset shift, or a healthy lifestyle shift if you like. If you've been with me all the way through these 2 weeks, then congratulations, I am so happy to have you here. If you're jumping into this session, I strongly recommend you go back to the first session to day 1, because that sets the fundamentals for your mindset shift. So that really is important. Okay, as you can see, here we are back at where we started. And what you do in each of these areas has a domino effect on the others. And they all collectively affect how you feel every single day, how you sleep, your energy, your mood, how you cope with stress and anxiety, what you choose to eat. It's all connected. And so your mindset shift begins with the awareness for what you're doing in all these areas that's fueling or failing you. So I'm wondering, over the last couple of weeks, have you been thinking differently? Have you been taking any different action? Did you buy anything to support this healthy move? Did you reorganize anything or prep anything, or maybe write a different shopping list? I really hope so. I hope I've started to crack the mold on your old habits, because once you crack those, then new habits can start to creep in. The key thing is here, the more you take action on these areas to shift towards what your body needs, to start to fuel it more in those areas. So say this is where you are and this is what your body needs, and you shift towards it. The idea is you're closing the gap. And if you can give your body exactly what it needs in all those areas, bingo, your body is going to perform at its best. You're going to feel incredible. So that's the goal, and it's just about moving towards that direction and towards it. Not about, I say, it's not about perfection, it's just about progress. Okay, so the key thing is, let's go back over these pillars and just remind you what we've covered and remind you what you need to be thinking about in each of these areas. So in each of them, obviously, the main things to think about is what is it you're doing, how much, and how often. So let's start with sleep. How much? Obviously, I'm assuming you're sleeping every night, but what's the quality and how much are you getting? So have you looked at perhaps the light coming into your room? It could be disturbing your quality of sleep. Are you consistently going to bed at the same time every night? Your body loves consistency. You might not, but your body does. It will make you feel better. Did you look at your mattress? Have you flipped it? Did you look at when you last bought one? Did you buy a new pillow? Look at the ergonomic pillows. Maybe your sheets or your duvet, your bed needs to be more natural fibers to help you sleep better, keep you cool at night, a good body temperature. All these things are important to your quality of your sleep. And remember, very key, your hormones are produced while you sleep that control your appetite, your energy, your moods. So critical you get good quality of sleep and the right amount for you, which is different for everybody. Okay, hydration. Do hydrate all day long. Ideally with water, but we went over many other options of still, sparkling, flavored, whatever it might be for you. Just do not drink full sugared sodas. Straight, full stop. Okay, and rethink the other things you drink. Rethink your morning coffee, tea, or the amount of milk and sugars you have in it, because you're likely to repeat that the rest of the day. I did talk about alkaline acidic drinks, so put some lemon or lemon segments in your water, and I showed you those Alkazone drops. So think about that to start cleaning your gut out, detoxifying it, and making you more alkaline, more pH balance on the inside. That'll help everything run better and feel better and more energized, and you'll be able to be in the optimal weight you should be. All right, food. We covered a lot here, so I'll try and cover everything we covered. The key thing is you need good fats, the ones with unsaturated fats, not saturated fats. You need good carbs, the ones with fiber, not all the sugars and everything. And then you need a protein, and you need those at every meal time. And we also went over how those all burn over time. The carbs burn quickly and the fats and protein are slow burn. So you've got to have both every time you eat, or definitely at the meal times. So meal choices. I said focus on a good carb, good fat and good protein. Build your meal around the protein, whatever choice that is for you at the time. And definitely eat breakfast. It boosts your metabolism and gets you going and gives you the energy you need every day, rather than your body burning glycogen, which is in your muscle. So just be aware of that. Okay, we talked about sauces. I asked you to rethink your sauces, dressings and dips. If you home make them, think about remaking them with a low fat ingredients. Because dairy ingredients that have low fat are not replaced with sugar. If you buy them, remember that they're not all created equal from so many perspectives, and really look at them and find the one that works for you, and then press and repeat. And if anything else fails, just reduce the amount. Don't let your meal swim in the sauce or the dressing. Put it on the side, reduce the amount. I went over how to cut your carbs to do with sweets, candies, dressings, snacking. It can undo your desire, your ability to stay in good shape and weight, your energy, your moods, everything. So really take control of what's going on there. I went over far too many options that I own and have in my home. But it really did show with all those different options that you really can have your cake and eat it, but just choose a healthier cake most of the time. Whether you can make these things on your own or you buy them, look at the labels, see what's in them. Careful of the amount of artificial sweeteners you're having, but look for low fat, low sugar most of the time. And in the end, with snacks and sweets, it really does depend what you're having, how much and how often. So if you're having something fairly regularly, take a re-look at it and is it working for you, not against you. Okay, be careful with supplements. Really try and focus on real food and the other pillars that are fueling you, because everything will support everything else. So that should be giving you everything you need, apart from perhaps a multivitamin to fill in the gaps in small amounts, and vitamin D, especially this time of year. So I would really focus on that rather than packing loads and loads of supplements inside you. And obviously it can work against you a lot of the time, especially if you're on other medications. All right, so that was a lot we did about food, but exercise, movement, just start to move, start to stretch, go outside and get some fresh air, jump around to music in your home, use your furniture or whatever to do exercises. You don't need fancy equipment. I showed you a plethora of online, or I told you about a plethora of online classes, whatever it might be for you. High impact, low impact, Pilates, yoga, even meditation, and a lot of free ones too, or at least free access for a while. So go back and have a look at those, or at least replay that session. Alcohol. Rethink your drink of choice. There are many different options if you want to have an alcoholic drink, and there are many non-alcoholic drinks and so many non-alcoholic sites these days, but do be aware of the calories and carbs in non-alcoholic drinks. And in your alcoholic drinks, the clear spirits and liquors are less calorific because less sugar than the dark ones, and just be aware of the quantity. So maybe just drink a little bit slower, because the first one really is the best. So do you really need a second or a third? I just really enjoy it and taste it. So that would be my advice about drinks. So really, that is the thing. We went over so many options to do with food, hydrating yourself all day, getting the right quality and quantity of sleep, and moving or exercise. Don't kick yourself or don't beat yourself up. Habits are hard to break. They're some of the hardest things to break. But change is a process. It's not an event. And that's very key to realize. People expect everything overnight or within a week or 2 weeks. Did you set some goals? with a timeline, maybe to the end of April, maybe April and May. Did you get yourself an accountability buddy? Because that will make it more likely to happen, or you'll stick to it. Because in the beginning, it might be a little bit of discipline whilst it's so mindful, until your mindful, healthy habits become mindless. And that's a beautiful place to be, that your automatic knee jerk is healthy for you and is fueling your body. But in the meantime, the small steps you're taking, get an accountability buddy to help you along the way. Just be kind to yourself, just make progress and take small steps. That's what it's all about, but in the right direction of it fueling you and not failing you. I've given you a lot of knowledge, a lot of tools, a lot of information to hopefully enable you and empower you and motivate you to replace your bad habits with the good ones. So over time, you should see your actions and your knowledge start to change. If you become mindful, so use this lockdown, this isolation time to make these changes. Get these things in place, get yourself organized. Write yourself notes all over the place, little post-its on your mirrors, on your fridge, whatever it might work for you. Change your computer, save your screensaver. Put an alarm on your phone every so often to maybe drink some water. Whatever's going to work for you, all of it, just do it. Take some action. Action to create some reaction. Okay, all right. As I said, I went through a lot of repetition with all of this. Repetition is key. That's what creates change. So it's critical. So whatever you write up, write the same messages everywhere. It will work. Okay. As I said at the beginning, I've done all of this for 2 weeks. This is my way of giving back because it's working from my strength. This at this time is a very stressful time, surreal time for everybody. So this is my passion. I live and breathe this. If you've really enjoyed these sessions, then yes, as a bonus, it would be lovely to have a referral. Maybe for some private coaching, some corporate coaching, even opportunities to speak when we sort of get back to normal. Obviously, private coaching can be done online or over the phone. So obviously, I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, just please make healthier choices. After all, more than ever right now, we're aware that our health is the most valuable asset we have. So please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Look after yourselves. Good luck with making all these wonderful changes. Bye for now.